Welcome to my backpacking adventure on Catalina Island. Over the course of the next 4 episodes, I'll be taking you along on my journey through this stunning landscape.
I literally can't stop smiling.
From breathtaking ocean views to unexpected encounters with wildlife, this trip was full of surprises and challenges that tested my hiking skills and adaptability.
Oh God!
Join me on day 1 of my journey. The TCT is a well-traveled 38.5-mile trail that stretches from one side of the Santa Catalina Island to the other. Many hikers choose to hike this trail from east to west. From the 1,200-foot climb out of Avalon Canyon to Hermit Gulch Trail, to the 1,500-foot 2-mile trek up Silver Peak, the Trans Catalina Trail challenges hikers with nearly 10,000 feet of elevation gain. This trail can be completed in a 3, 4, or 5-day trek. After a 6-hour drive from St. George to Long Beach, I boarded a ferry that took me across the ocean to the Channel Island of Catalina. I landed in Avalon, which is the largest city on Catalina Island. Avalon is a beautiful little city that has a year-round population of approximately 4,000 people. I fell in love with this little town. The relaxed atmosphere and its beautiful surroundings just sucked me in. Alright, so I have officially arrived in Catalina Island, and I kind of can't believe it. I think it's still hitting me. But this place is so beautiful. Look how cute. So I just stopped at Vaughn's and got a few things. And I need to get a fuel canister for my stove. So I heard that you can't bring fuel canisters on the ferry. So I only brought 1 fuel canister just to test if I could bring it, and they didn't even check at all. So I do need another one. So I'm gonna have to come back into town tomorrow when the hardware store is open, because Vaughn's doesn't carry the fuel that I need. So that's unfortunate. Right now I'm hiking to the campground, Hermit Gulch, and so far it's really beautiful. So beautiful here. So I have just about a mile walk, a little more than a mile, from Vaughn's to Hermit Gulch Campground. So that's where I'm heading now, hoping to set up camp before it gets dark. And that shouldn't be a problem. I'm like 20 minutes out right here. From Avalon's port, I embarked on a 2-mile hike, passing by a golf course, a public park, until I eventually reached the Hermit Gulch campground. This is where I would spend my first night on this island. I feel like I just arrived, but I'm already falling in love with this place. It is so beautiful. Gosh, there is a golf course on this side of me. Just kind of following the fence. So pretty though. Okay, so I made it to this Hermit Gulch area. Okay, check in. Okay, there I am. Site 11. But this might be something that I would be interested in. Usually people leave stuff like this for other people, so I'm gonna take it for tonight, and then I'll talk to them in the morning and see if it was up for grabs or not. Alright, I am booked at site 11, so let's go find site 11. Oh, this is like the perfect time to get here, I swear. Very peaceful, very quiet. The humidity, I'm feeling it. But it's really nice now that the sun has gone down. Very chill. Probably should have looked at a map. This looks like my site. There's no little tag, but my name was on the check-in thing. And it looks like there's a huge group right there. So that should be interesting. Hopefully I don't annoy anyone. I made it! So excited. All the bathrooms are locked and I'm trying to find a code or something. Maybe they sent me a code. I had some challenges with accessing the campground's amenities, and I had to ask some fellow backpackers what the code was. I wasted no time in setting up my tent and making myself at home. I was pleasantly surprised to find that free fuel canister that was left behind by a previous hiker. This is a common and generous gesture made by many backpackers when it comes to hikes like this. And I was so grateful I didn't have to go back into Avalon to find another fuel canister. Okay, so I've got my pad set up and I just unloaded everything from my backpack. I've got stuff kind of everywhere right now because I realized that right before I got on the ferry, I threw a bunch of stuff just like randomly in my bag. So my goal right now is to reorganize a little bit and eat some food. I'm gonna get rid of as much trash as I possibly can so I don't have to haul a bunch of trash further onto the island. Check out this view I have. There are a bunch of like pretty big groups here, so it feels a little bit weird being here completely by myself, but oh well, this is my situation and it is what it is. But honestly, I'm so excited to be here and I don't mind that I'm here by myself either. I did find out that this place has a shower, which I did not know, and I think that's pretty awesome. This is probably the only campsite on this island that has a shower, and I literally just showered this morning, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll shower in the morning, but it's not gonna happen tonight, I'll tell you that much. Anyways, I'm gonna get set up, get cozy, and then I will give you a tour of my home. I just wanted to take a second to interrupt this video to introduce you to a sponsor, and that is Discover Cars. Discover Cars is an online car booking platform for rental cars, and they are able to offer super cheap prices on rental cars. They work with over 500 different car rental companies in order to negotiate prices on car rentals for your specific location and the dates that you need to travel. Booking with Discover Cars is so easy. All you need to do is hit the link in the description of this video and it will take you to a platform where you plug in the dates that you need the car, the location that you want to pick up the car, and then you just choose the car that you need for that time that you're traveling. They have anything from convertibles, economy cars, vans, SUVs, anything that you may need, they will have at a discounted price. Also, if you're nervous about driving a rental car, they offer a full coverage package, which means that you will be covered if there are any incidences, if there's any theft or anything happens to the car itself, you will be fully covered. Just for peace of mind, I definitely recommend getting the full coverage package. So thank you so much Discover Cars for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to hiking on Catalina Island. Okay, so I know that my GoPro is pretty terrible when the sun starts to go down, so I'm using my phone. Hopefully it's a little bit better. So I wanted to give you a little tour of my tent setup. I have my hat and my sunglasses hanging here. Here I have my backpack underneath, and then my camera and food and water filter, water, my sleeping pad, sleeping bag. Over here, my pillow. I kind of moved myself in the middle of the tent so this doesn't like flap on me all night. And then I have the brain of my backpack here, my clothes, rain pant, the fuel canister that I picked up, some snacks here. That is pretty much everything. I know it's not much, but it's just enough. And then outside of my tent, oh, you can't see them. My shoes are like right here, and then my trekking poles are just laying right out there. That is my setup tonight. I am going to probably crawl into my sleeping bag. It's really humid here, and the temperatures are starting to drop down a little bit, so it's getting a little chilly, but I know I'll be perfectly warm in my sleeping bag. So that is it for today. I know it's not very eventful, but I am here. I got here and everything is going smooth so far, so I am very grateful. All right, you guys, good night. I'll see you in the morning. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and just observing how quiet it was. I experienced a stillness unlike anything I have ever encountered while backpacking. While my first day on Catalina Island was fairly brief, it really set the stage for an adventure to unfold. Be sure to join me in next week's video as I take my first few steps on the Trans Catalina Trail and start to explore this incredible island. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week.